Hello everyone, this is Justin, and today we are starting to program in Java, and we will be starting with the fundamentals and basics of Java so you guys can work your way up to the more advanced level. But before we start programming in Java, a couple things we need to do is download an IDE, and an IDE is basically stands for Integrated Development Environment. An integrated development environment is a software that allows programmers or developers to run programs, and it combines tools for the programmers to use. So we will be using the Eclipse IDE, and before we download an IDE, we need to download a Jdk, JVM, and a Jre to get started, because the Eclipse requires that you have a Jre and a Jdk and a JVM so they can run the programs on the software. So let's get started downloading the Jdk and the Jre and the JVM. So type in Eclipse download Jre, and you can click on this link right here, and you see a bunch of different Jdk versions. The latest is obviously 14, and then one of the oldest is Jdk 8. I chose Jdk 8 because it's still compatible with the Eclipse 2020 version. So you click on that, and you see a bunch of options. If you're running on a 32-bit machine, then you choose this option. If you're running on a 64-bit machine, you choose this option. So click that, checkbox, download, and it should start up. So let me explain what a JDK is. JDK stands for Java Development Kit, and basically what that is, it is a set of tools for developing Java applications. A JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment, and it provides the class libraries and other resources for Java programs to run. And basically the JVM, lastly, provides or executes programs. So those are the three main functions of those set of tools, and the JRE should come with the JVM. So once it finishes installing, we can open it up, and I've already installed it, so I'll have to skip steps along the way. So click yes. You see, as I've already installed it, but once you already install it, there'll be folders downloaded in your folder that you download it in. So next, you have to download the JRE. So you click on this, and again, you have different options. Of course, like I said, if you have a 32-bit machine, you download for a 32-bit machine. You have a 64-bit, you download for the 64-bit. And again, you'll follow the same process, and you will have folders downloaded containing the JRE and the JDK at this point. So, alright, let's get started downloading the IDE. So, again, we're going to use Eclipse. So just type in Eclipse download IDE, and click on this link right here, and you click on download 64-bit. Again, you click on download, and you just see a pop-up right there. So once that's done installing, you open it up. And you have the Eclipse installer. And of course, you have a set of options to download types of IDEs. So since we're since we're programming in Java, we will be downloading Eclipse IDE for Java. And this is where I say you need the JRE, and this is the folder in which you want to download Eclipse version 2020. So since I've already installed Eclipse, I can skip this step, but you click on Install Next. So once you are done installing, you will see a shortcut that appears on your desktop called Eclipse IDE 2020. So you click on that. And it will ask you for workspace. So workspace is basically where you'll keep your projects in a folder. So click on launch. So now we're inside the IDE. We can start coding. So we'll create a project. So click on File, New, Java Project. And it'll ask you for a project name. You can name it anything you want. We'll name it Project for simplicity. And you can see the JRE options in our project layout. We'll click on Finish. And now you see our project appears in this pane. And you click on the scroll down, and you can see our JRE we're using, and you can see a folder called Source, or SRC. This is where we'll be keeping our source code. So you click on that folder and you right click on it, and we're going to be creating a new class. And a class is basically a template for creating objects of the class. So click on class, and they'll ask you for a name, the name of the class. So I'll name it entry. You can name it anything you want. And now our class appears. So we'll start off by creating a hello world program that'll print out hello world to the console. And this is the name of our class, entry. So we'll start off by creating a function called main, in which the program first starts to execute code. So type in as follows: public static void main, parentheses, inside the parentheses type in string, brackets, arg, and an open and curly brace. So we'll explain what all this means in detail in the upcoming videos, but in general, you have these keywords that are highlighted: public static void. Public means that the main method is accessible outside of the class. Static means that the main method belongs to the entry class, but not any other instance of the entry class. Void means that this method main returns nothing. And these parentheses, you have parameters or arguments inside these parentheses of the function. And basically we have an object, a string array object, and this variable name is called args. So we will be starting to print out hello world to this console. So type in as follows: system.out.prints line, and then quotation marks, double quotation marks, and inside the double quotation marks you type in hello world. So you have a semicolon at the end of the statement, and also in between the open and closing curly braces you type in your block of code, and the end signals that this is the end of the method, so we can stop typing any code. So once you're done typing that in, we can print out hello world to the console by clicking on run, and then run, and then OK. So as you can see, inside this console prints out hello world. So that's it. We will be discussing classes and what these keywords mean in detail in upcoming videos. Thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. Thank you. Peace out.